What does Vegas make of the historic collapse by the Warriors in Game 2?
Now, that's interesting. That's a glass half empty mentality. Was it a historic collapse or a historic comeback?
I would say collapse.
Okay, so did you watch the game?
Yes.
And so you blame Golden State more than you give credit to Clippers.
Yeah, but I do give the Clippers credit, but I blame Golden State more.
I've heard serious math guys say this is the most impressive comeback in NBA history. Not NBA playoff history, NBA history. If you look at the number of points, the 31 points, you look at the time it happened in, but also, Brad, how big of an underdog the Clippers were. They were like, what, a 15 almost point underdog in the game. Now, what does that mean? Imagine you're playing someone at golf, heads up, and they're up by 14 strokes. Now, imagine if you were better than them. What's your chance that you could come back? And then compare it to if you were clearly worse than them. The odds of coming back from a huge deficit when you're the lesser team, lesser player, is so much harder than vice versa. So you had a borderline historic underdog. You don't see NBA playoff underdogs in the 15-point range. We're talking one of the biggest mismatches in playoff history was Golden State against the Clippers entering the game last night. Then you add up, you're in the third quarter, and you're down 31. The team that's historically mismatched, it is, I don't even know. I mean, I know that one of the jersey books, you could have got it at 100-1. So everyone likes to hear about the in-game odds. You could have gotten the Clippers, and some people did, $10.
They were getting ripped off, though, RJ. 100-1 was not a good price at that point.
Now, how would you quantify what the price should have been?
Well, if you believe like the ESPN win probability, it was 0.01%. That would say 10,000 to 1 to do that. So, but I think, go in the middle, 1,000 to 1 instead of 100 to 1, RJ.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I don't know what the right number was, right? I've never heard of an in-game over 100 to 1. So in a weird way, it's the biggest in-game I'd ever seen. So we saw the Patriots come back in the Super Bowl against Atlanta. We see these comebacks all the time. I think it bears taking a moment to say this might have been the Clippers coming back as a huge underdog against Golden State, the most improbable we've seen. So give it that credit. I'm RJ Bell, straight out of Vegas, breaking down the Golden State game.